The Lakers making a switch here. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Doncic. And good that time. Doncic has got 12 points in the game.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Ball. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
You know, we all know about the flair and sizzle to LaMelo Ball's game. The highlight reel plays, all of that is great, but I also like the fact that he's got great length at the point guard position, which presents a lot of problems at both ends.
Clock at 4. The drive by Doncic. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. 14 points for him.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Carter. Left side, Miller. Hayes with the steal. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Murray outside. Here's Hachimura. Hornets with the rebound. A wide open look here for Caruso. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Doncic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Doncic has got 16.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Toppin. Good work defensively by Hachimura.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
He hits the second from the line. Smith outside. He gets it up. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Los Angeles on top, up by 10. We'll be back shortly live.
23.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
No good with the triple. Hornets trail by 10.
Boy, that's a great job by Okogie to get out in front and finish off the break.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Now Caruso fires from way outside. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Here's Murray. That's tipped.
Good defensive awareness that time by Toppin to come and block the shot.
Smith with it. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter. And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
And the foul on Magic Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Okogie. Poked loose. Stolen by Magic.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Team foul.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Personal foul.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Hornets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Pass to Doncic. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
Reddish with the ball, and it's Carter picking him up. A three-pointer is right on target. Reddish has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And Ball slams it in.
Hey, this mix of agility, instinct, athleticism, Ball able to drive right in for the big throwdown.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
And here's Reddish. Wolf's shot's good. Wolf got 8 points in the quarter. Hornets trail by 7.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside, Ball. Hits it from three-point range.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Johnson outside. Pass to Vanderbilt. 6 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Stolen by Ball. It's stolen by Reddish. Over to the wing. Driving in. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense. Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And Williams is right there.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. 52 seconds left to play in the first half. Now, here's Doncic. And they recover it. Pass to Murray. The Lakers working the ball around now. The deep shot falls for Doncic.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
And here is Bridges. Guarded by Doncic. Ball with a wide open look. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, but I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Right here.
To the inside. Here's Bridges. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Charlotte. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Miller. Carter outside. Offline from the top of the key.
Now, you can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Hachimura grabs the miss. Lakers leading by 5. And they double up Doncic. To the left wing. Over Carter. Top of the key jumper, no good. So it's the Hornets now. And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
To the paint. Here's Doncic. Impressive work inside from Doncic.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Smith. And it's Carter penetrating. The shot's good. Carter's got 4 points this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Johnson in the corner. Out to Doncic. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Johnson. And it goes down 2 points. Johnson's got 5 now.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Reddish. And it's the Lakers on the break. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Reddish has got his second basket of the night.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from 3-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to talk to his guys. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Smith driving to the basket.
Smith drives, getting the ball inside and scoring around the cup.
And the Hornets making a change here. The Hornets have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. The Lakers with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Inside. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Johnson, a wide open look. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
The Hornets have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. And here's Doncic from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
Here's Caruso. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And the Hornets making a change here.
Number 5, Mark Williams.
To the middle. And Williams with the stuff.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
It's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Luka hustles and gets it to the rim.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Hornets trail by 5. Outside, Ball. Pass to Okogie. Now, here's Bridges. A putback. It's rebounded by Hayes. Down low. And here's Reddish. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Now it's a 7-point Laker lead. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Well, it's great seeing Ball finish with strength like that, showing off the athleticism with that rim-rocking throwdown.
Johnson outside. Lets it go with a 3. A minute 20 left in the third. No good that time. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. Lakers
leading by 5. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Jamal Murray is still an elite scorer. And Clark, he has fought through so many injuries.
And it's remarkable that he's as explosive off the bounce as he is after the injuries that he's dealt with. His ability to create a shot, especially at crunch time, one of the best in the league. The pull-up jumper, the teardrop, and the 3, he's got all of those.
Outside, Ball. Launches it. Carter right side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Hayes. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. They've led by as much as 10. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
The Lakers have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And you know their performance at the line. It's definitely dropped off. Not the trend they were looking for.
And it's Hachi Murray in the corner. Wide open look here for Murray. No good on the triple. Here's Carter. With the drive. The kick out to Ball. For the 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Los Angeles on top. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's Doncic. Pass to Johnson. Five on the clock. Lets it go from deep. They get the rebound. Second chance effort. He lays it in.
Magic Johnson.
Johnson's got 10 points in just the second half.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Magic Johnson.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Pass to Johnson. Doncic looking it over. From outside, off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And there's the length and skill working together there. Miller keeping that possession alive.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Miller with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Doncic, no good.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to ease up off the threes.
Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag.
Doncic outside. The Hornets pull it in.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Toppin good.
That's where Toppin does most of his damage, and he's incredibly efficient down there.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Los Angeles. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Hornets trailed by 9. To the inside. Wolf grabs the miss. And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Both teams deciding to change it up. Lakers leading by 9. Now Doncic out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Pass to Carter. From the arc. The rebound by Johnson.
His scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Can't hit that one. It's Vince Carter on the wing. Here's Toppin. Ball feeling it out a bit. And the foul on Cam Reddish. That is his first foul of the game. And over the last few years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it. But I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success will certainly continue to keep that pipeline going.
5-second inbound violation.
I bet me over this up, one over this up, them turn up over this up. See a hot girl, me a call her hello. If you see bigger the dance, then the place get mellow. Hear me, I tell you, some do me think, chain do me bling. Skip me enemy, them me a listen world thing. Camera, action, flame. When we outside, lock down your building. Bet me in ya. Drift, drift, drift.
Back in time to historically excellent teams.
And out of time, you'll square off with teams like Wemby on the classic San Antonio.
Move.